What's going on, guys? Seth and Chevy here doing a TLG Reacts for the Xbox Game Showcase 2025. Now, we just did Summer Game Fest 2 days late, so if you've been wondering where that's at, it should be up by now, so hopefully you've had a chance to go watch that and see our reactions. There were some genuine big surprises for us on that, so it was a fun watch. Hopefully you guys had a good time watching if you already watched it too, and we're going to watch this. This is the Xbox Game Showcase, and I don't really know what to expect from it. I don't know what Xbox has going on outside of the
I do now, but
reports of handheld, which we might see here. That'd be cool. And in the title, it says The Outer Worlds 2, which I already knew was a thing, and Grounded 2, which is a surprise for me. So I'm sure we will see that here. But I'm excited to watch this. Chevy, how you doing? And are you excited to watch this? Is there anything you're hoping for?
doing good. And I am excited. Mostly because we've now watched 2 showcases and both have had surprises in them. So I'm looking forward to more because so far this quote-unquote E3 season has been pretty good. So
been solid.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, this is 2 hours. We probably should just watch it. Start watching it.
Let's go.
All right. This is Xbox Game Showcase 2025 at 3, 2, 1, and go. Starting with a trailer.
Worldwide ratings. All right.
Taking its time. Everything's good. Starting with the Outer Worlds 2. One of the worst things about that name is there's that game called The Outer Wilds.
Right.
And they came out at the same time, and I will never be able to remember which one's which.
Right.
We didn't come to Arcadia to get bogged down in pointless warfare.
Oh, yeah.
We came to spread freedom and liberate resources for profit. But this pesky Earth Directorate agent is mucking things up. They're not alone in doing so. And they think they can just choose how things play out. They could stop us from stealing the Protectorate's brainwashing technology, which we need to improve our market share. What if this stranger aligned with the Order and that world computer of theirs? That could be the key to
I wonder what
closing
engine
the
this is
rifts
on.
that threaten the colonies.
Is it? Damn, that's crazy. But sadly, it's like a bigger jump in graphics from the last game than Bethesda games are.
True.
I guess it's pretty clean looking.
It looks good.
Yeah.
Let's get out there and buy our way to victory.
She's a gotcha player.
I'm yearning and yearning for you. My heart and
Ragdoll's pretty decent looking.
every last
Yeah, that
bit
make
of
melee a lot
my
of fun.
way, every last bit that I'm paid, every last
Interesting
bit that I
weapons.
save is intended for you.
That's like when he takes one out and physics take over.
You know.
The cost may be
Bye.
high.
That was unnecessary.
Yeah. This actually looks kind of good.
Yeah.
I barely played the first one. I wasn't super in love with it. Obviously, I would have kept playing it, but I know a lot of people really dig it. But this one,
BFG.
true.
For you.
It just has some weapons and combat stuff that just looks fun to play,
Yeah.
which is nice.
Adventure made for capitalism by capitalism. Inflate our impressions and egos by staying tuned after the showcase.
Interesting to start with an advertisement and tell you at the end we'll be talking about this.
World premiere.
Definitely an Xbox show.
Babe, what's wrong?
I'm sorry. I've just been so depressed lately.
You know, it would fix everything. Human's a problem.
Oh. Getting a sequel?
Didn't we just play this?
Yeah. I need to beat it. Apparently you can do it pretty quickly, but...
That's definitely got.
Yeah, I saw it with the knife.
Yeah.
That's cool. It's getting a sequel.
That is definitely a surprise.
Yeah. For some reason, I thought it was going to be like a one-and-done game.
Yeah, I think that about every gun. I hate it.
Yeah, humans are barely sentient. Scientists have done studies, and their brains are like half the size of ours.
Cool. I need to beat the first game, but the thing that I'm stoked about that, and I think we talked about this in our review, but there's a lot of things about that game that I think are done really well in terms of like the world building and humor and stuff, like really what you're playing it for. But the gameplay is better than I expected, but not comparable to like a decent, like good FPS. So it'd be cool in a sequel to improve upon the gameplay while still maintaining all the things that made the first game so memorable with the You know, world building and humor and shit.
Yeah, we got like
dialogue.
very little dialogue in that trailer. So
Yeah.
and the first game quite literally doesn't shut up.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure this game be the same, but I think they're just kind of showcasing, you know, weapons and
Right.
stuff like that. So, but yeah, definitely something that can be improved upon. So, for the sequel.
World premiere.
One nice thing about watching this day of is I haven't got anything spoiled for me. Cause
You mean like I did earlier?
yeah, well, except for this shit, I guess, technically, but there wasn't enough time to fucking
To open your phone.
open up X on accident.
I really don't want to listen to you brief this whole trailer, please.
But they want you to.
Assassin's Creed.
This isn't doing much for me.
That was ever just listening to her breathe.
Oh, interesting.
That is interesting. So like way back in the day, Plague Tale?
Yeah.
Weird.
I would have liked to see gameplay.
Yeah.
Oh, don't do this.
Oh, it's gonna.
Don't ruin justice for me. Don't get me in trouble doing it.
Oh, you're busted.
Handheld.
already.
Finally getting to see it.
Yeah, well, this was my spoiler,
Okay.
so don't get too excited.
It's like the least kept secret in the industry, so.
Yeah.
Smart of them to just partner with somebody who already makes handhelds.
Yeah, I was about to say, don't get too excited. It already exists. It just is.
Yeah. Xbox.
Branded.
It's got an Xbox button.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just curious about what's in it.
Yeah, I know if you're not going to get a Steam Deck, I believe the ROG is like the next best thing.
I still love my Steam Deck.
There's a bunch. It's like the most suggested handheld for PC gamers. They say that about everything.
Yeah, exactly. I was about to say
this potato.
Your advertising was anything that can connect to Game Pass. It's
right.
Xbox.
At Xbox, we strive to put the player first. And that's what you've seen from us over the years. We've led the industry with backward compatibility. We championed crossplay and cross-progression. We deliver Game Pass, first on console, then on PC, and with cloud gaming. So what's next? How can we give you even more freedom, more choice, more ways to play? Our next step is to unify your gaming no matter where you buy or play. So we're building an Xbox experience designed for players, not locked to a single store or tied to one device.
She's just sitting there staring at Nintendo
the
PlayStation.
Xbox Ally is an Xbox you can
now.
hold
You do
in
it now.
your hands.
Just put all of our stuff on your console.
The power of Xbox and the freedom of Windows. On this Xbox, you can play games across your entire library, including all the Windows PC game stores, from Xbox and Battle.net to Steam, GOG, and Ubisoft Connect. And the highly anticipated Hollow Knight Silksong will be available at launch and in-game.
That's the thing that's going to be crazy about Xbox having access to Steam is you'll be able to play PlayStation games on there. But really, people are like really chalking that up, and it's like, but that's just a ROG handheld already. The ROGs already do that. Yeah. So if you wanted to play on an Xbox, PlayStation stuff, you could just go grab another. You can buy like a fucking Steam Deck and call that an Xbox. Yeah. It's the same thing.
Game Pass when the Ally releases later this year. In fact, every new game you see in today's show will be playable on the Xbox Ally. We have always wanted you to have the unique experience of Xbox on any screen. That's why we're investing in Xbox Play Anywhere. Whether you're playing on console, PC,
I want to see reviews on it.
Or any Windows
I'm not even looking
like
at it as an Xbox. I'm just looking as a new
Xbox experience
handheld PC.
Your library, progression, friends, and achievements. There are over 1,000 Xbox Play Anywhere games on Xbox today. And every new
I got to, this is beside the point, but I was playing the finals last night, and I've been playing on Game Pass lately because I get that increased XP thing. Yeah. And I got to experience a very Xbox online experience. I was doing so well. I was just wrecking people that I got a message on Xbox from somebody directly, and they're like, get a job. And I was like, it's 3 a.m. You want me to be working right now? But it brought me back to the days of Xbox 360.
I just put in 60 hours. Go fuck yourself.
I'm working my fucking ass off this week, bro. I'm trying to relax. But it just reminded me so much of like the old 360 days where I'd play like Halo and someone direct messaged me on Xbox like, hey, fuck you. And I'm like, oh my God.
In today's show, from our partners and our studios,
that's the Xbox experience.
Xbox Play
True.
Anywhere. And because it's Xbox, you can always have access to Game Pass with a diverse lineup of games from the biggest franchises to critically acclaimed indie hits. This
are we going to get a reveal of
players should
the next COD?
Any game, anywhere. And we are giving it our all every day to make
I forget
this
that
real.
COD comes out every year
it all comes back
because
to
I don't play
games.
them anymore, which sucks.
From Dead to Rights on the original Xbox to Armored Core 6, our relationship with Bandai Namco Entertainment has stood the test of time. We both believe in bringing amazing experiences to players around the world, and their next game does exactly that.
This is very masturbatory. Can we go forward, please?
This is a story-rich action RPG steeped in dark fantasy that I can't wait for
show
you
the
to
game.
explore.
I want to see gameplay.
Thank you, and enjoy the rest of the show.
Yeah, that was a little, it was much. In-game footage, that's what I want to fucking see, baby. Ooh, it looks pretty decent.
Monsters have always been here. Watching from the shadows.
We saw this before, but we saw a CGI trailer.
When we were at our weakest.
I'm just drawing a huge blank.
They came out into the light. We feared for our
lives.
lives.
Vampires. I probably closed it out of my
we
brain.
We should have feared for our souls instead.
We don't get a whole lot of vampire video games, though. I always welcome it.
No, they came to rule.
Oh, I remember the trailer now.
It's pretty neat.
To turn us into mindless, docile cattle. Not me, though. They tried to change me into one of them.
I think somebody who's making this was a CD Projekt Red dev or something. Let me know in the comments if I'm wrong.
A Dawnwalker.
Walking on walls, that's cool.
You walk in the sun. It's even more impressive.
Fighting to even the score.
Walking on walls is actually a good way to allow you to go up walls without rendering climbing animations.
Yeah.
Very, very smart on their end. This looks cool. What's the expansion in Final Fantasy? Dawn what?
I'm drawing a blue blank right now. Dawn something.
World premiere.
Dawn Trail.
Trail, thank you.
Every time I see Dawnwalker, I just think of that.
You know those pipes anywhere. What? We just
3D.
Pretending it was Mario?
Pressing homage, this platformer.
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy. First game was already difficult.
Yeah, I loved that first game. I think, didn't they make one after that? I never played anything after that. I only played the original, but that was one of those games. It's very rare I play a game where I want to rip my hair out of my head, but that was one of those games. That and like Trials and
yeah.
People talk about like, you know, From Software games. I'm locked in on those, but games like this where I'm just trying and trying and trying and trying and trying, and then I finally get it. I'm like, I'm gonna go crazy. That was pretty cool.
I can't imagine how long it probably takes to make like a very accurate platformer where you can just zoom around like that.
Oh, I'm sure there's so much fine tuning to just make sure you have to get it just right when you're jumping.
Watch your
What
back.
are they doing now?
This is the Ninja
You're a
Gaiden.
wanted criminal now.
I'll kill the Dark Dragon myself.
Dope.
It's my mission. My duty as a Raven Ninja.
Yeah, this looks cool.
Breaking the Dark Dragon free
Blood
has its
everywhere.
consequences.
How big is this studio?
This is it.
Yeah, it was also coming out.
Well, Platinum Games is working on this too.
Okay.
So
Yeah, I saw the Team
There's
Ninja
something
part.
I need
yeah,
How the hell do you guys have time?
yeah. I remember when they first revealed this, they had both devs talking about it.
That makes a lot of sense. Platinum
Which
Games
is-
does this kind of action.
Sick, yeah. They're both good at this, so.
Is this game gonna be stupid hard?
Probably. Before fucking Demon Souls, it was
Demon
like
Souls?
Ninja Gaiden 2, where the games people were like, this game's too hard, and then they released like fucking the Black Edition or whatever, which made it like harder.
Yeah, the screw you mode.
Yeah. He is just stabbing everyone in the chest, that thing. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. I'm glad they're keeping it like super fucking violent too. Like it keeps the same kind of energy of the older games. I'm stoked about fucking Neo 3.
I have it downloaded. I haven't played it yet.
Oh shit, I forgot there's
A demo.
a demo.
Same with the rock climbing game.
Oh yeah.
It's just an ad, or are they adding something to it?
Both.
Alright, sure. It's definitely the first one, at least. Yeah. But is it only that?
It's both.
This is where it starts. Beneath the streets of Rome. Enter the city of Antioch. Find a secret relic. Bring it back to the Holy See.
That's smart to just add an extension of the city, because there's like an open Rome area that you go back to. You can wander around. You can just, like an MMO or something, just add a fucking door and be like,
section,
oh,
yeah.
Yep. It's another game I need to go back and beat, because I played it. Apparently I'm not good at finishing Xbox games. It was solid, though.
World premiere.
Half the show is titles of screens of world premiere.
They should just, even though it would get rid of the length of the show, which I think would be a positive, but they should be like, from here on out is world premiere, and then just go boom, 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 boom. Okay, these aren't, and then just move on with that.
Yeah. This is fun, okay.
Yeah, what the hell?
What the hell?
Game Freak.
That's Pokemon dev.
Yeah, I know. That's weird.
You guys can't make Pokemon look like this? What the fuck?
I didn't know Game Freak could make a game look like this. Why is Game Freak making a game for Xbox?
Bro, what the hell? This is a genuine surprise.
I'm confused. Is Game Freak not... They're allowed to make other games?
I'm gonna assume they're a separate company.
For some reason, I feel like they're just like they're like in a warehouse somewhere just making Pokemon. I didn't even know they were allowed to leave.
That looks pretty good.
Oh, it looks interesting.
It's also upsetting, because, like, literally been bitching about Pokemon look like crap for the last few games at this point.
Yeah, they look terrible.
The glittering streets of Avalon sure do shine, because they sweep their filth down to us.
Didn't we just do this?
Get your paper in!
No, this is something else.
Yeah, I don't know what this is.
Here's to playing in the mud.
Okay, steampunk.
Who's in exile again?
Life here ain't for the soft-hearted.
You will be paying me back until you fucking rust.
It ain't for the spineless.
Keep your filthy pickers off me!
Damn.
Sure as shite ain't for the decent.
That's a clean sweep for one.
What the fuck is this?
There has been a crime! Justice
I don't know, it's growing on me pretty fast.
I just want to see gameplay, because if it's just like a shooter, like, it's gotta have something to it to make it interesting.
Yes, I got that part. Do you know anyone who might wish you ill? We can't arrest and question everyone. Let's see if we can narrow the suspects down a bit.
They were,
Trust your instincts, sir. Tall, yes, sir.
Built rather slim, well, muscular.
Mm-hmm. Was very quick.
Agile.
Go on.
With a mustache. No, larger.
I see.
Quite fashionable. That's the fiend who
Creator,
rocked
okay.
me.
I'm trying to remember who this dev is, because I know that name, but
breaking in is the easy part.
This is like an RPG. It had like attributes and shit.
Yeah.
Your brandy, sir.
Getting away with it is the real trick.
These candlesticks ain't gold. Worthless and dull, just like you. Nah, I have a customer. How can I help you?
I'd rather talk to you, Errol. Sounds like I'll get a better deal.
You talk to me first, and him never. Got it?
Uncle's a bit touchy.
I know this is just steampunk Outer Wilds or Outer Worlds.
Damn.
There. Anything else you'd care to say to Errol? Brains. If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes, I wouldn't have believed it.
Round here, it's all sharp edges, empty pockets, and blood on the cobbles. Goodbye, Silas.
No, no!
Jesus.
I'll hurt you, you fucking meatsack! I'll leave you with a pissing pan of peaches!
You've either got a gang at your back, or a knife in it.
We're family here. Family takes care of its own.
Can't put a price on that, can you?
Them's in charge. They don't keep order. They keep power.
Take this thing into the crucible and melt it.
They just want us beaten, broken, and too scared to fight back.
I don't want to kill him.
That's why it pays to be clever and well-armed.
Okay.
Let's go and
This
end
looks
a few
pretty cool.
arguments.
Yeah.
Don't get cocky. They've got a weapon far worse. Time. And if they can rewrite history, they can rewrite us. But look who just found Mummy's keys. Now I can fiddle with time. Put the bullet back in the barrel. Bring
that
the
was
chaos
weird.
to a crawl. Take a mistake and make it like it never happened. We can change the world as we know it. One choice at a time. And I can even go back and change the past to change the future. And let me tell ya, the hunters don't like it when the rabbits got the gun.
I mean, at the very least, it looks like a fun game.
Yeah.
So. Interesting.
Now let me alone and piss off!
Yeah, that looks cool.
Huh. Figuring out the dev?
Yeah.
Our creative teams are
you
dedicated
got time.
to bringing players award-winning,
Mr. Booty. He's got
record-breaking,
something to say.
critically acclaimed games. Call of Duty, Black Ops 6 from Activision, Doom, The Dark Ages from Bethesda, Diablo 4, Vessel of Hatred from Blizzard,
Oh, they make the Wasteland
from
games.
Xbox Game Studios. All of our teams
That's where I know
across
them from.
Xbox
They don't-
first
yeah, they don't make
party
shooters.
are shipping their most
So that's interesting.
played games
Yeah.
ever, and
Like
they're
at first I was
also
kind of
delivering
getting like
more
Bioshocky
content
vibes,
than
Yeah.
ever
but then
before.
yeah, kind of changed
From
up.
original single-player experiences to vast online worlds,
thought it was
our teams
somebody
are
who's worked with
empowered to
fucking
build the game
Bethesda at some
they've
point
always
and
dreamed
broke
of.
off to make their own
We
Bethesda
want our
game better.
players to have the choice and flexibility of where and how they play the games our teams make. So of course, our games will be available day one in Game Pass, and every new game we make for both Xbox consoles and PC will be Xbox Play Anywhere. On behalf of our creative teams, thank you. These experiences don't stop when you put down the controller. As you've seen in recent years, more and more of our characters, stories, and worlds are expanding to brand new audiences through TV and film.
Get him out here.
Take a nap. And the Fallout
Put
TV
Booty away.
series
Get Phil out here.
and brought millions of players into the game. We have more projects in the works as gaming continues to influence film and television like never before. When it comes to growing new franchises, Obsidian is having a year like no other. From launching a blockbuster new game like Avowed to the upcoming release of The Outer Worlds 2 this October. Obsidian is always delivering great games, and they have a third game launching this year. You'll get to go deeper on it in our Direct, but until then,
how many people are at fucking Obsidian?
At least 2.
True.
World premiere.
Expects.
I told you, you can't run from me, you foul beast! With new flexible legs, the yoke girth action figure can ride anything!
Yoke girth.
Breaking news. There's been an explosion at Brook Hollow Park. Chaos descended on a ceremony commemorating the 2-year anniversary of when 4 teenagers were miniaturized against their will and left to fight for their survival in the backyard of a deranged scientist. Formerly evil company Ominent Practical Technologies was set to dedicate a statue of the 4 teenagers, fast food science robot Burgle, and Dr. Tully when an explosion erupted. Dr. Tully and the teenagers' current whereabouts are also unknown.
I really should go back and play the first one. I played it when it first came out, and it was like super bare bones.
Yeah, I see a lot of people streaming it.
Oh no.
You gotta keep them separated.
All these releases in like I get like early access. I play a lot of games like this, but in early access, but it really kind of killed my desire to play the game after playing the early build. This does look a lot better though. That's just coming out real quick.
The predecessor ND3500 reached. Accessing predecessor's travel log. Attempting data salvage.
Glad you know what's going on.
I have encountered an unprecedented orphan. It was in a state of suppressed recomposition.
Oh, this is their original game, right?
The behavior pattern of the orphans populating the area is highly unusual. They become exceptionally aggressive.
Highly recommended to proceed with caution.
They seem to act more consistently, in coordination.
Destroying the nest is now a priority.
Such is our calling. Such is our calling.
Hope it's good. Basically, it just looks like fucking Dead Space, but hopefully they can do some cool stuff with it. I already have played it quite a bit.
World premiere.
Mayday! Mayday! Hold one to mission control. We're falling! Thomas, the ship's breaking apart. There's no time. Evacuate now! Thomas, come in!
Ariane, you sacrificed everything for a new world to save mankind. And I'll always love you for that.
Oh, don't ruin M83 for me.
How many music videos are we gonna get this show?
I don't know. There needs to be an option when I upload this video to YouTube going like, I know this has stuff in it. Just
mute it.
Demonetize it. Like, don't ask me, don't tell me.
Thomas,
Yeah,
wherever you are, I'll find you.
There he is. You found him. Yay.
The what?
Nothing matters.
World premiere.
All right, what song are we playing this time?
Welcome to England, Mr. David. I
Play some
know this
Queen.
must be a shock, having never met your real
Bohemian
father,
Rhapsody.
But he left you this hotel in his will. It's been in your family for generations. Much like the caretaker. He's a little eccentric. You'll see.
Let me welcome you to the Grand.
Another music video.
A hotel famous across the land.
This guy's jiggle jamming.
Used to be in such high demand. Your wish I'll command here at the Grand.
What the fuck?
Well, hello there.
Here, have a gun.
It looks like you're about
Yeah,
to
that's
do some
scary.
renovations. Would you like some help with that?
So, my father was renovating the hotel when he disappeared?
Not just the hotel.
It's Leon
He was
Kennedy
helping the
doing
entire
this.
village. You have his
Remodeling a
powers,
city with a gun.
You know, you could pick up what you
Yeah,
left off.
this game is
You
wild.
seem like a good man, like he was.
I'm in. They don't suspect a thing.
Just make sure the locals don't get wind of what you're really up to. Because if they find out, they will wicker man your ass.
This game's
You
not
keep
for me.
looking into things, and things are gonna start looking back. Don't make the same mistake your father made. In this place, the only one you can really trust is me.
Yeah, the cat's cool.
Big pass.
I like how weird it was, but the gameplay looked so not something I'm interested in.
Whew, strong start. We're petering off here, guys. Come on.
Yeah.
There are a
entered the slow section of the presentation.
And when we need their help, they send us a hero. Who would have guessed the defender of my homeland could be my daughter?
She unlocked the heavenly spear, but is she worthy?
Oh, maybe. Mythology. That's the age of something.
It's the age of something. Age of Empires. All right, let's get some momentum going again.
주권 국가의 자주적 결정을 누가 허락하는가? 만약 이 결정이 패권 국가의 특정 정치 집단의 이익을 저해한다면 당신의 특정 행동이 대중의 의사결정에 영향을 미칠 수 있으며 반대로 누군가는 당신의 의사결정에 영향을 주려 한다는 것을 인지할 때 자신만의 온전한 입장을 세울 수 있지 않을까? 당신의 입장은 온전한 본인의 판단인가? 그렇게 믿고 있거나 믿고 싶을 뿐.
Is it a video game? You shoot things or solve puzzles? Is it Tetris? Okay, some kind of stealth game.
Multiple characters.
It's the Splinter Cell that Ubisoft just won't make.
당신은 무엇 때문에 분노하는가?
Looks interesting.
당신의 분노는 스스로 결정한 것인가? 누군가 당신의 분노를 이용한다.
So it's zombie Resident Evil, Splinter Cell,
지정태.
some kind of third-person shooter.
Interesting.
Kind of curious about it.
Yeah, I mean, that was obviously like very much just a trailer. Curious to see what it actually looks like.
Yeah, I want to see someone play it
in a play session.
Yeah,
yeah. Because otherwise, the concept's pretty intriguing.
Gameplay-wise, all those things I'm into. So
Yeah.
it was all quick flashes and a very cinematic trailer.
E ora Olaiem lo ite fatili
Tell him go home.
novo.
Right?
The fuck out of here.
Came to the wrong planet.
We don't know you guys.
Ite mana.
Oh, this is War of the Worlds, dude.
Nuite una nite waiora. Dia novo tu alibemo
I like the
iwalotaname.
environments. They look good.
Ona utalima diefemo.
That creature you got with you that's cat-like.
Toma tu accalio, terali.
That's not okay.
Nope. Is this a sequel or something?
It's David Diver too.
with how much shit gets added to that game, I won't be surprised. As a whole variant of you're just a kid surviving the woods from alien robots.
Yeah, it's just chapter 23.
Nope. It looks pretty interesting.
I'll say these types of games always look interesting. I just know I'm not going to play it.
Yeah. It's like I still got to play Inside. Everybody, when that came out, was like, you got to play Inside. It's been like fucking years now. But
yeah.
Someday I'll play it. Is that our first one?
Must be.
Figure that or that is
something that looks just like that. The name.
What's that? Continue the journey, but maybe the story is there's a journey that you. I don't know. Yeah. Let us know in the comments if there's a first one of that. I thought it looked good. Not my style of game, but it looked cool.
Elder Scrolls Online. Close enough. Close enough.
I thought it was going to be fucking Todd Howard come out and humble bragging that something they made sold well.
Beautiful day to relax by the old fishing hole, wouldn't you say? When it comes to fishing, Appalachia is a land aswim with opportunity.
Yes, you'll find fish of all flavors in every walk of waterway, from its mightiest of rivers to its humblest of ponds.
So we're adding fishing.
Just step up to the bank, cast your line, and when your bobber starts bobbing, reel in the rewards.
What do you got on there, Jed? Worms. And how are they biting today?
See for yourself.
Bagging the big fish starts with finding the right tools for the job. There are as many unique combinations of rods, reels, bobbers, and baits as there are fish in the sea. And when you've caught your fill, pop over to the local tackle shop to swap fish tails.
Should never
Can you smell that?
use your whole body
No
to
matter
cut into
what
something like
troubles
that.
plague the future wastelands of Appalachia,
take the cutting board out too.
You can always find comfort in cozy little joys like this. You just got to know where to look. Vault Life is your ticket to easy living. Design and build your own little slice of paradise. A place to show off all the bits and bobs you collect in your travels. Got a green thumb? Plant your own peaceful vegetable garden.
So
and nothing warms the
fishing?
heart like a neighborhood cookout.
I think they had a camp system.
Community makes a
Yeah,
wasteland a waste home. Join
No,
today.
I'm thinking of
And tomorrow you'll be kicking back
ESO.
and sharing a meal with friends in beautiful Appalachia.
What are that game's doing now?
That's what it's doing.
No, I mean, like, are people playing it?
World
I feel like people probably live in that game.
Probably. If they're still adding stuff to it.
When we
they'd
played it
have
on
to be.
PlayStation Plus, I kind of...
So lovely. Gotcha.
Which is such a shame. They can make like a legit game out of this, since it is a game.
Yeah.
Don't show any spoilers. I don't know if this is gonna like, just because one of the I got like an advertisement for Solo Leveling, and it was like talking about shit that hadn't even happened in the fucking show yet. And I was like, because it comes from Manhwa, so it's like there's already the info out there.
I mean, that happened to me with Bleach too, because the Bleach mobile game was released all sorts of crap. And I'm just like, cool.
Yeah.
I just think it's funny that like all these like it's hard to call mobile games anymore because they come out on PC, which was going to be the whole point. These gacha games come out.
Well, and phones can run games that run on PC now too.
Yeah.
Like,
well, and a lot of them are just literally just full games that just happen to be gacha games. Guess what else came to Xbox this gacha game? Zenless Zone Zero.
World premiere.
Can we see this? not. I thought we saw a trailer for another game that had those little dudes on the beach. But we didn't see this, whatever this is.
This is a monster character game? Wait, what is the monster?
He's smacking that thing's ass.
Oh shit, okay. I'm interested. Something to fill the void Pokemon left behind.
Yeah, someone needs to do it.
I think it's neat you can actually play as the monsters.
Yeah.
Literally only on Xbox? Oh, that's gonna make it that difficult.
It's on PC.
It did not say anything other than Xbox.
Hey, what's up, everyone? It's Tony
PC,
Hawk Pro Skater.
Xbox.
I just want to say
Game
thanks
Pass.
to everyone for
I don't-
all the
I don't
love
use
and
the
support
Xbox app
we've
on
seen
PC.
since we announced Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4 a few months ago. These games have changed my life, but more than that, I've seen them help spread
weird how
a
he
love
looks
and
the same
appreciation for
and
skating
older.
all over
Yeah.
the world, and that means everything to me and the team. I can't wait for you all to experience the game. It's been rebuilt with so much care and attention to detail, with some brand new parks, new music, new skaters, and more. And you can enjoy it all with your friends with up to 8 players in multiplayer.
Damn.
Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4 officially drops July
That's quite a
11th,
bit.
and we have a lot more surprises to come. Check out the launch trailer now.
Right now.
What song are they gonna play for a skating game?
At least it makes sense here.
Spending all this time working on these remakes. Fucking, but I'm making a new one.
We're talking about Activision right now.
Yeah. Yeah, there's like keep the COD train rolling, and if you got time, remake some stuff.
Bring me some
that was cool to see.
passive income, please.
Yeah. Just don't spend too much money. Oh great, CKY.
Didn't they originally not want to put him in the game?
Yeah.
He told them to go fuck themselves, basically.
No, they weren't gonna have him in the game, and Tony Hawk talked to him.
Yeah.
And put him in.
So we get Doom Guy and we get the Ninja Turtles.
Apparently so.
It's literally on everything.
Yeah. That's cool. Look pretty cool. This game's already played, but
for sure
looks like a proper
World premiere.
Well, an 8-player multiplayer is kind of insane.
Yeah.
So.
Hauling way too much ass.
And they love making games like this on Xbox.
True. Or at least advertising them. I think they have like ever since Xbox and Xbox 360, I think they're constantly trying to signal to people that they don't only make first-person shooters. Yeah. So I think they really try to show more gamey type stuff like platformers.
Right. Action adventure side scrollers and stuff.
Yeah. Because for like multiple generations, the Xbox is known as the first-person shooter console. So, even though the console discussion's kind of over now, but as a brand,
right.
Battle of who got the bigger hair.
Holding all that up.
Somebody let me know if it's good or not. That's not really my kind of game. What's impressive about this is there's not a whole lot of people talking. There was like 2 people at one point, but it's just like trailer.
So the 2 times they did talk, it was just them going Xbox.
We're doing so good. Xbox is great. We're doing it all for you guys. You guys benefit because of us.
This does nothing for me.
Yep. Sorry, it's the series I always bring up when people are like, games aren't for everyone. That's something I preach too, but I'm like, yeah, including myself, and I play most things. Gears of War is just not a series I'm into, and if you like it, I'm not talking shit. I don't care.
For sure. I don't have anything negative to say. It just does literally nothing.
But people will like talk shit about something they're not into. Like, oh, that game sucks. Like, well, it doesn't suck. You're just not into it. Some games do suck. Most games don't.
Yeah, for sure.
I would never say Gears of War sucks. I'm just not into it.
Looks like they upgraded.
I do miss a fucking old school shooter that's co-op though. There's definitely some out now, obviously. I just miss
still quite a vacuum, I'd say.
Huh?
It's still quite a vacuum, I'd say, though. Because even I used to play like Halo co-op with people. So.
Yeah, Halo, Gears of War, fucking Army of Two, like Kane and Lynch. Like, there's all these like cool.
I played Kane and Lynch with you a little bit too.
Co-op shooters and stuff, and it's just not a regular thing now. Where's Remnant 3 at, dude?
We didn't even do the most recent Remnant 2.
I played a little bit. I haven't played the location, but I interacted with the new gem system. That's pretty neat. I don't know what they did to that game because it's like not running great on my PC. Is this a gotcha thing? Withering?
The stack of TVs makes me think Zenmas.
Yeah.
Because that's the gotcha screen. But this is definitely not it. Okay.
I don't think I ever played that one.
Oh yeah, I never played 4. I own it on PC. Just never played it. Typical buy game, never play thing. So.
The Smugglers League is always there. But you won't see us. You won't hear us.
Okay.
And the only way you'd ever know it.
I wonder where this game's at now. I haven't like played it in a long time.
It's still going, obviously.
Yeah, for 40 years.
That's actually very impressive for a game company.
Others are afraid to handle. Guns, explosives.
And don't forget the rum.
It's a life of danger like no other. So I guess my question is, can you handle that?
Getting your hands on gold is one thing, but you should know that this is what we're really after. The bigger the room, the better. Smugglers need to be adaptable. It's more than moving under moonlight and shadows. You should be ready to take advantage of others' misfortune.
It really sucks because I like playing this game, but I don't like the objectives.
Just do whatever it takes to get the job done.
There's better ones now.
Yeah, maybe.
are pirates after all.
Welcome, my friends, to the Smugglers League. You're paying for that.
Season 17. They've been at it. If any of you guys watching this play Sea of Thieves or have played it recently, let me know where it's at, its current state. Are you playing it? Are you liking it? Is it something I should revisit?
All right, calm down.
Hope you're not in a hurry because northbound is backed up all the way to 18th Street, and the southbound ain't looking much better.
This is ridiculous. Please, come on.
Another game with the weird fucking FPS.
Frameable. Hate it. I hate it so much.
I wonder if these devs are just masking, like they can't optimize the game. And they just locked it at like 28 frames per second. I don't watch this, so this means nothing to me.
I don't know what this is.
It's, I think, a show, Invincible?
Yeah, I've heard of that.
I just always see memes of that mustache guy murdering the shit out of people.
Wasn't there another show with like a superhero who was like a dick?
Oh, they're all that now.
I hoped you'd understand why I had to do this. Accept our rule or die.
People got bored of the superhero stuff, so then they started making them more extreme, like anti-hero. Fucking Watchmen, heroes are actually pieces of shit type thing. So there's like The Boys, and
I'm the guy who's
they might all be related. I don't know. I don't watch them.
I trusted you.
Oh, it's a fighting game.
That makes sense.
Is there a market for this? I know that the show's popular, but do they want a fighting game? Because fighting games are pretty niche. You want fighting game fans to play your fighting game, typically.
Yeah.
But will this be enough to bring fighting game people over, or is it only the Invincible crowd?
I'll probably watch, Max talk about it.
Yeah, that'd be interesting to hear somebody's perspective on it like that.
Anytime there's like a Square game, a Capcom game, or a fighting game, I like to see what he has to say about it.
Yeah.
See it all now.
It's definitely borrowing, or it's definitely influenced by Mortal Kombat. I've been waiting.
Oh, are they getting this?
Yeah.
Cool. Fun games. Definitely play them.
That's good.
I'm here to even the odds.
Ooh, that's also good.
Yep.
Know your place, little lamb.
I know when these came out only on PS5, a lot of people on Xbox are upset about it, which I get. I still gotta beat that.
It's good. I always get goosebumps listening to Soken's music though. Holy crap.
Yeah.
Valisthea cannot endure a second claim upon her being, but she may yet be saved
The
by you.
biggest thing about that game, dude, it had some of the craziest like set piece cutscene things, man. Holy crap.
It actually didn't perform too well, 16, so it makes sense there. Probably want to get over on Xbox to see if someone wants to play it there.
Well, I think that was about the time that Square decided they were going to stop doing exclusive games on one platform.
They don't need to be doing that. I get they have a good relationship with Sony, but they should be putting things on everything.
Yeah, I mean, games cost too much to make. You're just limiting yourself.
Yeah.
Thanks, buddy.
It's weird that you're playing as a lighthouse.
Right. Kind of a Miyazaki-esque. Like a Cosmic Castle. It turned in. You went backwards. You went backwards, dude. You went in the egg.
Sometimes it's like that. Sometimes we gotta go backwards. Okay.
Yeah.
Too much for me.
I'm pretty indifferent on that one.
Man, they start out real strong.
Games like Psychonauts 2 showed how Double Fine excels at creating unique
Freshly
and
on
innovative
some
experiences.
Ozempic. That guy's
And Keeper
lost some
is
weight.
no exception. Looking ahead, next year marks 25 years of Xbox. It's a big milestone for the platform and franchises that you helped build and make popular. We couldn't have done this without everyone who's been with us on this journey.
Got an Osprey
As we
shirt
think
on.
about bringing a new generation of players to these iconic franchises, I'm excited to share that players will get to celebrate 25 years of Xbox with a new Fable, the next Forza, Gears of War E-Day, and the return of a classic that's been with us since the beginning. Today, you've seen an incredible range of games from creators across the globe. Creators like In Exile, reaching for new heights with Clockwork Revolution. Sluggerfly, making Team Meat's modern classic
Clockwork
platformer
Revolution sounds like
into
a board
3D.
game or something.
Square Enix,
Kinda, yeah.
bringing more
It's
of
like,
the
when I
critically
saw that, I
acclaimed
swear there's
Final
a fucking
Fantasy franchise
there's a board
to
game
our
out there that
players.
looks similar to that.
And Team Ninja, returning to the beloved series they debuted on Xbox. You've also seen the next Xbox hardware
That's
release.
huge.
Our Xbox Ally
Balatro.
handheld, which lets you bring your Xbox
Phil's got a problem.
experience and your library
You don't just casually bring out
with you
Balatro.
anywhere.
That's
I
the
hope
addiction
you enjoy
speaking.
the breadth and depth of the games, updates, and experiences that are coming to Xbox from our partners and our own creative teams. We're seeing more players on our platform and in our games than ever, thanks to all of you. We're proud of the creativity that Obsidian is delivering this year. Immediately after Showcase, our Direct begins, where you'll go inside the studio for an extended look at The Outer Worlds 2 and Grounded 2. Thanks for joining us today.
Was that the whole show?
But before we get into
Yeah.
the Direct, we have a final world premiere. Enjoy.
Halo. I would have heard about that.
World premiere.
Better be good, dude.
We're putting butterflies on it now?
Better be.
Is that the hint?
Fucking good, Phil. God damn it, Phil.
Welcome to the Guild. We have been expecting you. Please.
Don't expect me.
Follow me. You already know us as a global tech leader. Our software, our systems, combined with our skilled team, is designed to save lives. Your years of service have shown you the importance of our work. Here, you'll witness the global scope of that mission in action. Let me introduce you to our esteemed visionary.
too long, we have been bound by outdated systems, accepting limitations instead of redefining them. The Guild is safeguarding tomorrow now.
These all just enemy types they're showing us.
The future of protection worldwide. Our advancements are designed to elevate everyday life, reshaping the future of technology on a global scale. I'm Emma Hagen, CEO of the Guild.
More music I'm gonna get in trouble for. I'll get out of the way so YouTube can just know exactly what song it is.
Fear is a powerful thing. David Mason. Menendez.
I still don't know what I'm looking at.
Ah.
That makes sense. Okay.
So they're going back to futuristic shit?
Looks like it, yeah.
They just don't know what to do with fucking Black Ops.
Okay.
That's what they close. Okay, whatever. That's
I
it.
guess.
That's the show.
Let's
Quite
take a
what I
peek
meant,
at
but
this
I
real quick.
like your contempt for boundaries.
We check and use perks for literally everything, right? So you can do everything from, hey, I want to make a stealthy build that steals stuff and is really good at that. Okay, great. Well, you can take maybe the pickpocketing perk. So that's not available to everybody, but if you select that, now you can actually go around and steal things out of people's pockets.
I like them a lot. So.
There's another perk called heavy-handed, right? Where say you're a melee person, what this does is now your power attacks that you use actually knock people down.
Oh man, I really like the serial killer perk.
Yeah, maybe I should go try the first one. I never played
they
it.
will drop hearts.
I played it for
and
a
you
couple
can
hours.
Take those hearts,
That's
and
not
essentially
long
you're
enough to have a
taking
hard
these
opinion on it. It just
trophies,
didn't.
you
It
could
didn't
say,
hook me.
And it's
Yeah.
actually giving you a permanent health
But then even
bonus
like I've
every
talked
time
to
you
people
do
who
it.
played it and
We
they
have this
played
perk
through it and they're
called
like, it was alright.
Assassin.
So I'm like,
Now this is an early
that's
game
not
perk that you
the
can
endorsement
take,
that's going to get me
which every
to
time you
come
use
back and
stealth
play it. Yeah.
enemy, you're actually going to get a movement bonus for a certain amount of time.
But this actually looks better.
Damn, we're just taking them out where they're at, huh?
Typical fucking light player in the finals.
Flaws were a system that everybody loved from the first game, but we wanted to make it more personal to the player. We wanted it to really reflect how you were playing the game and give you a bonus that you actually wanted to really engage with.
With the flaw system returning, we knew we needed to go
Why is
bigger,
Sonic the
better,
Hedgehog
and more
here?
real than ever before. So, we turned to the team. I told them,
He played
no
Sonic
bad
the
ideas.
Hedgehog in the movies.
Give me what you got.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, we need more flaws. We need them to be real. I want to put them in the game.
That probably
so
was
give me
very
something
confusing for
inspirational.
you.
What's wrong
It's like,
with
what are we talking about?
Yeah.
I have bad knees.
You got bad knees? They hurt when you walk a lot?
Yes.
When you walk too much, they hurt?
No cartilage.
Sounds boring. Makes you sound like a boring person, but it's in the game.
I know it.
It's a good flaw. What about you?
I like to take small things sometimes.
So you're stealing.
No, I'm taking.
When do you give them back?
I don't.
Claire. Yeah, you shouldn't be stealing. What are you doing? You shouldn't be stealing, Claire.
Tiny crimes.
Tiny crimes? Do you hear the second part, though? It's a crime.
Well,
You're stealing. Claire, that's wrong. You can't steal things, okay? But it's an amazing flaw, and I'm putting it in the game. But you're a bad person. And are you the one that took my stapler?
do you need it?
Yeah. Give it back.
Okay.
Please. You, what do we got? Flaw.
Okay, I'll say this is actually
I like to stare at the sun.
How long did you stare at the sun?
Just lunch break.
An hour?
Just lunch break.
Oh, I only get 30. You guys get an hour?
I get an hour.
An hour.
Oh. Makes me feel energized.
How many fingers am I holding up?
3.
No. Anything else? We'll put it in the game. We'll put it in the game because I feel bad for you. Anything else?
One of my favorite flaws is something called bad knees. It will actually give you the option to take this flaw that'll make it so that you move faster throughout the game. But the problem is, anytime you stand up, your knees are going to make a loud popping noise that makes it so that, well, everyone around you is going to hear you.
Interesting.
That's super unique. What the hell?
This is really interesting because what it does is when you steal something, you can actually sell it for more bits than normal. And like that sounds really great. The drawback is sometimes when you're looking at things in the world that are owned by somebody else, you'll automatically steal them. So you have to be very careful about how you use them.
That's interesting
One of
too.
our more wacky perks is the Sun Gazer Flaw, and it just gives everyone cataracts while playing their game. So everything becomes like light shafts and blooms and hazes, and makes the game pretty unplayable if you happen to choose that perk.
If you happen to be the type of player that habitually reloads your weapons like I do, well, you'll be offered the flaw of over-prepared. Now, you'll get larger magazine sizes on all of your weapons, but if you ever fully empty your magazine, you're gonna take a debuff for a while.
That's
Well, we
funny.
support options like being a gunslinger who wants to key into destructive weapons, or a rogue who wants to alpha strike their enemies before they know what hit them. We also allow for a lot of fun and experimental builds. You can be a mad scientist who utilizes gadgets and wacky science weapons and armors. Or even a psychopath who gains permanent bonuses to health by murdering their friends.
Nothing shows the impact of these character build options better
Time,
than,
but I was
in my
thinking,
opinion,
maybe I
the
should
bridge area,
try
which
the
has a
first
quest
one.
you get
Yeah,
early on.
this actually looks
in
kind of
Paradise Island.
interesting.
Not only do you kind of encounter this very early, and it's a very core one to the story, but it really expresses our philosophy of allowing the player to solve problems in a bunch of ways. So you may solve it by speech options. You may talk to them and maybe have to go do a quest for them.
It was interesting. I probably should have watched it from the beginning. I just didn't know that they're going to actually
I may have need of your help,
make an interesting presentation.
if you are ready to seize an opportunity to show fealty to the Protectorate.
You could go guns blazing, and you could just take everyone out inside the POI, lower the bridge itself, and kind of get across.
Damn.
Bro, those physics are great.
Yeah. That's the thing. Anytime I see a first-person shooter nowadays, I'm like,
lower the bridge, and
it's got a good
actually
story.
sneak in
It's got a
under the bridge to
cool
get over to the
atmosphere.
other
Is
side.
the shooting fun? Because so many games are just like, you just shoot shit. And I'm like, that's not enough for me to want to play your game. Like, I want dynamic things to be happening. I want to see shit I'm not going to see somewhere else. And so physics are a huge thing because I want guns to feel good when you shoot them.
Right.
You can bypass the bridge entirely if you found like certain gadgets, like the shield gadget that protects you from poison gas as you go across, or the double jump boots, which kind of allow you to jump across the
Dude, I will
chasm and get
definitely
across
be
that
using
way.
double jump boots.
There's even a really kind of messed up way, right? Which is players can actually sacrifice one of their companions. Their companion who they just found is part of.
We're no different than the Vrees if we
Like,
start
it's
tossing
like
our own
5
to
separate
rats.
ways they've expressed
I sure
getting
as
across this
law
bridge now.
ain't gonna follow someone who can't see the wrong in it.
I must admit, I'm surprised we could come to an understanding. But I thank you for your loyalty, stranger. As promised, you shall have clearance to cross this bridge.
It's such a fun quest, but again, it really showcases that we want you to be able to solve this in whatever way you want to. When you build your character your way, we're there for you. We really want you to have the experience that you want to have out of this.
From the very beginning of our discussions about the Outer Worlds, we really knew we wanted every game to take place in a different colony. This lets us
What's
expand
the other
on
one
all
that I was
aspects
showing
of the
on
universe.
this?
Every colony
Oh,
can be
that
its own
fucking grounded
The
game.
same 4 teenagers
Yeah.
are returning.
So there's Max, Hoops, Willow, and Pete.
They're a couple years older, which means they've gone through a bit more high school, a bit more mature. It's 1992. The world's a little bit different. But we're still in that fun, nostalgic era of the early 1990s. In Grounded 2, we're moving the action out of the backyard and into the Brook Hollow Community Park. Not only is it bigger, it allows us to tell a lot more stories and expand the world of Grounded by exploring what the community of Brook Hollow has been up to and what they've been through.
The park overall is about 3 times the size of the backyard, and our initial starting area is actually the same size as the entire backyard from the first Grounded. The reason we wanted to move into a park wasn't just to create a bigger world, but was to give us the opportunity to explore the community of Brook Hollow and what secrets have they been hiding.
What we love and what we're excited about in terms of the park is the opportunity to create environments and landmarks that are mundane at normal size, but are colossal wonders when you're the size of an ant. Everything from a giant trash can to a community picnic table or a snack bar. All of these areas come to life in a brand new way.
Part of the fun in Grounded 2 is that the park was evacuated really quickly right before our teens were shrunk. And that means that the park has been sort of turned upside down and is in a topsy-turvy state. And that leads to really fun environmental storytelling, but it also leads into the creation of amazing biomes for our characters to explore. One of my favorite examples of this is the ice cream cart. In all of the commotion, the ice cream vendor's cart has been knocked over and its contents have spilled out into the ground. And what this means for our young adventurers is that they'll be able to explore this frozen cave of interesting challenges and colorful Lovecraftian horror.
So that's a way for them to do like a snow zone?
Yeah. We have one anthill that's actually somebody decided to bury a bunch of toxic stuff in the park. And so there's all these toxic chemicals underground. The environment looks very cool and very spooky with all of these sort of chemical pools. And of course, nothing can live down there except for one type of insect, the cockroach. We are oftentimes reinventing environments, and in future updates, you're gonna see a ton of new stuff. You do a lot of fighting against insects of all shapes and sizes. We didn't just want it to look better, we also knew we wanted to add a new layer of strategy. The changes that we've made aren't limited to tuning animations or adjusting attack or defense numbers or making characters or insects move faster or slower. But we did all that too, but there's also an entire sort of rock, paper, scissors strategy involving light attacks, heavy attacks, and blocking. We've also added dashing as a new way to both get out of danger quickly or jump in for a quick attack. And almost all the insects in the game will have these abilities now too. Sort of like a chess match, but one that's super frenetic, looks super cool.
It just made combat more satisfying.
Yeah,
more involved.
We're leaning into clear play styles for tanky warriors, low defense, high damage rogues, effect-wielding mages, and ranged hunters.
Mage?
In the first Grounded, we have mutations, and there were weapons and armors that favored different playstyles. In Grounded 2, not only will there be passive mutations, but there will also be active mutations.
Whittle Wizard.
And a lot of those mutations support these archetypes.
My favorite way to play pretty much any game is chasing after those game-breaking builds. And that's why I'm so excited for what we're doing with archetypes in Grounded 2. I'm all in on the rogue. Now, you can even dual-wield daggers. I've been dialing in this glass cannon build that stacks ambush, assassin, and cardiofan mutations with the wolfbane daggers and the wolf spider armor. It lets me open up combat with massive backstab damage that also inflicts venom. Then, I can use the extra stamina to reposition and try to dodge, rinse, and repeat. It's high risk, high reward, and absolute chaos in all the best way. I'm looking forward to seeing what wild combos the community comes up with and what they inevitably break once they get their hands on the archetype system. It's going to be awesome watching it evolve with player feedback.
It sounds interesting. I played the first one and
One of the great
like I said, I played the early one. I
is
emphasize
the
that
variety
because
of
I'm sure they
players
added
it
a lot of
attracts,
stuff, but like
from
building kind of
builders to
sucked.
crafters and everything in
Like
between. If
it
you've
wasn't
ever
satisfying at
watched
all, and I
Casually
love,
Grounded
as you
live
know,
stream,
I love building and
you'd know
survival
that at
games.
night
So like,
I
that was kind of a turn off. And then like combat was super simple and like.
Personally, I prefer the
but
term
like I love the
harvester.
perspective. I mean, I think
love
most
going
people
out,
like the
hitting
idea
things,
of
and
shrinking
bringing the
down and seeing your
materials like
environment in a
insect
different way.
body
Yeah.
So it's like definitely
back to my
cool.
friend's seeds. This
Cool
way,
idea.
we keep progressing and playing
I just hope
together.
the gameplay's better.
We're also trying to make sure that armor and equipment are easily understood by the player, especially
All
when
right,
they're
I
playing
understand all that.
co-op with their
All right.
friends.
So that is the Xbox Game Showcase in a nutshell. What do we think?
I think we started really strong. Some pretty exciting stuff in the beginning, actually.
Yeah.
And then I hate to say this, but the vast majority after the beginning was like, I was very aware that I was sitting here watching a show.
I kind of drove off a cliff.
And then with occasional moments of interest in there, right? Which I was thankful for. But for the most part, I probably only needed to watch like the first 30 minutes of the show.
Yeah.
Which is a bummer. I mean, obviously there was some stuff like that weird like Pokemon-esque game, Game Freak making a non-Pokemon game was like the biggest surprise of the whole show for me.
Yeah, that was really weird.
And then that Clockwork game, at first, not interested because I'm not the big steampunk fan, but the more I saw of it, I was like, that looks kind of cool.
It looks pretty cool. Yeah.
So, which I love being able to have my mind changed. Like, that's fantastic because I definitely like fit into a box of like the kind of stuff I like. And so I like being able to get kind of pushed out of that from time to time. So, the hardware does nothing for me. It's great for obviously some people, but like it doesn't do anything that I can't get somewhere else or that maybe I just don't even already have. You know what I mean? So, yeah. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that was like really kind of worth mentioning. The one, some of the takeaways I would actually give is the show gave me an interest in Outer Worlds. Thank you. I've always kind of just been dismissive of it. I'm not the biggest Western RPG fan.
Yeah.
But there have been some I liked. So like I shouldn't be completely dismissive every time I see one. And it looks like they had a lot of fun with like the way you can play, which can make a big difference, I think. So I should probably give it an honest shot. And then yeah, the last one we just watched there, Grounded 2. I didn't play the first one. It always looked interesting, but you always kind of had like a lukewarm opinion of it.
Yeah.
And so like it never presented itself as something I had to play. So I still kind of feel that way. Let me know if the game's just like fantastic and I should play it. So
especially if you've played other survival games, because I know some people who have talked up Grounded, but they don't play survival games.
Right.
And so I'm like,
and with Dune coming out, it's kind of like
and it's not me dismissing somebody who doesn't have experience in the genre, but I could understand a survival game that feels kind of casual feeling awesome if you haven't played and seen what survival games can offer.
Yeah.
Because a lot of them are all the fucking same, and so you got to find the ones that really kind of stand out and
or fits more into like just your like aesthetic preference, right?
Yeah.
Like,
well, and Grounded does it. The thing that does stand out about Grounded, you look at it, you know exactly what fucking game it is.
It's the most attractive thing about the game.
It has a perspective that's really interesting. The whole Honey, I Shrunk the Kids thing.
Right.
But you know, when I played it, the gameplay itself was like, there's survival games out there that are way more ambitious in terms of what you're able to do when it comes to building, combat, all that kind of shit. And so, I'm hoping the next one will just make a better gameplay experience for me.
Yeah.
Unless Grounded has gotten to the point where it is the better gameplay and I just haven't, experienced it. So, anything else?
No, not really, because most of it I just kind of wasn't for me.
Yeah.
So.
I pretty much agree with you 100% when it comes to the momentum. I think the show started out really strong, and I was thinking, oh no, we already gave something a high grade. We gave another thing a high grade. Go watch those if you want to know what those grades are. And I was like, am I going to give the exact same grade to this? Am I just being like, am I in a good mood? Yeah. I'm just being lenient and giving everyone high grades for showing me solid stuff. But then it did kind of fall off. Nothing bad. I mean, I think that ESO trailer was pretty bad, but it's just the stuff that wasn't as exciting. They really showed the good stuff right in the beginning, and it would have been maybe better to have spaced that out and have some of this filler stuff in between there.
Yeah, and maybe for them, like they thought that the Call of Duty trailer was a good finale.
That was not a good finale.
I think I would have preferred seeing one of the earlier games at the end instead.
Oh, dude, yeah, there was definitely some stuff I would have preferred to see at the very end. That was not the game to end on. I think that Steampunk game would have been a better ending than COD. That trailer for Call of Duty, you're already gonna buy a Call of Duty if
you're interested.
If you're interested, you didn't need to see that trailer. I was one of you guys at one point where I just bought Call of Duty every year. I don't think that trailer got anybody who's not going to buy Call of Duty interested in buying it. So that's not a good finale. Wasn't exciting, but yeah, I forgot how we even got on that.
The finale.
No, you brought that up because the momentum kind of fell off. So yeah, the presentations are off great. Got kind of sloppy. But there's definitely some good stuff throughout here, though. I saw a lot of stuff here that I was interested in. There just was a couple times where I was like, really going like, oh shit, how much longer is this? Yeah. But yeah, one thing I'll definitely give the whole presentation, though, is pacing. Outside of what they showed us, pacing was good. It was just constantly boom, 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 boom. And when people came out to tell us how great Xbox is doing and how well off we're doing because of them, they're brief about it. So I'll give them that. As always, Phil didn't really give me that vibe, but the other two, I always don't like listening to them talk because they're definitely corporate speaking people.
Yeah, especially the CEO. Holy crap.
Yeah. So, but yeah, things that were just good. Outer Worlds 2, I had no interest in because I played the first one. I thought it was just fine. I think that actually looked pretty cool.
The green game.
Huh?
Oh, sorry. You pointed
Outer Worlds.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I was pointing at the name. That's just in the title. This Korean game looks interesting. I'm not
yeah.
Super fucking pumped about it, but I need to see gameplay, not quick flashes.
Looks good. Though.
Yeah. I'm intrigued. The steampunk game also looked cool. That was something Revolution, Clockwork Revolution, especially when they brought in the time stuff. That's pretty interesting. High on Life 2 is interesting. That was not something I was expecting to see.
The weird trailer for the game.
Yeah. Definitely weird trailer. I'm curious about this Plague Tale game, but this trailer did nothing for me. I actually didn't like the trailer. It's just her breathing constantly and then her running a lot in an Indiana Jones situation. It is interesting to see they're expanding on Plague Tale. So we'll see where that goes. What did they open up with? I forgot. Oh, just Outer Worlds and stuff like that. So,
and that Clockwork game.
And the Clockwork. Those are the two big ones for me. There's something else I thought I was pretty into, and I can't remember it now. But anyway, overall, a decent presentation with some good stuff. Some things that changed my mind, which definitely is cool. And I'm interested in Grounded 2. Even though I played the first one. So between Outer Worlds 2, Ground 2, they have some games that are, possibly going to bring me into otherwise brands that I wasn't really into. So that's good. Yeah, I think that's all I got. Overall, decent, good, wasn't bad. And if I were to grade it, I'll give it... Man, I want to give it... I felt in the very beginning I was going to give it an A range because I thought they started really good. And I want to give them a B+, but I think the momentum really got killed. So I'm going to give it a B, strong B. I think it was a good presentation overall. Good stuff that I saw there. Some things that got me really interested in the future of things Xbox is releasing and people who are partnered with Xbox. But yeah, I really felt like towards the end there they kind of lost steam. And ending on COD kind of sucked. So
yeah.
That trailer wasn't that interesting. Although, I have to be honest, Black Ops 3's co-op, multiplayer co-op, well, multiplayer co-op is redundant. The co-op campaign in Black Ops 3 I thought was a lot of fun, and it was a sci-fi Black Ops. Hopefully they do something like that again. I doubt they will, but that they're going sci-fi again, we'll see. But at the point where we got a Black Ops 7, I'm just like, I don't even know what's going on, man. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, decent. B.
tons of, I would say, A-range trailers, high Bs, low As, like was like some really good stuff in there. But the whole show itself, I was like,
it was a music video.
So like realizing how long I've been sitting here, and I'm so tired of the music choices that they put in these reveals, and they did a lot in this one. So I'm gonna give it a C+.
Okay.
Without like the big trailers, I honestly probably would have hated this presentation. So
yeah, that's fair. Ooh, this was a big one for me though. This Dawnwalker game actually looks pretty cool.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I completely forgot we saw it, but I am actually pretty pumped on it. So I think it looks really good. So you gave it a C+. I give it a B. Pretty big difference there, but that's all good. I completely understand the perspective. So. And yeah, this was a genuine surprise, this game. It looks cool.
Mm-hmm.
All right, anything else?
Nope.
Let us know in the comments what you guys think about this Xbox Games Showcase. What were some of your favorite things they showed here? Least favorite? What do you think about the overall presentation? What were you hoping to see? Yeah, let us know in the comments if there's anything else we should be watching. Definitely let us know, because I don't know what else was shown out there. And I think that's going to do it for this episode of TLG Reacts. As always, thank you for watching. Thanks for joining me for this, Chevy. And until the next episode, have a good one, guys, and take it easy.